We're here at the LG stand at Mobile World Congress, and like everybody else who's here, we're here for one thing only, 3D. In the run-up to the show, LG promised to take us into the new dimension, and it's certainly done that, releasing the world's first 3D smartphone and the world's first 3D tablet, the LG Optimus 3D and the LG Optimus Pad.
Hi, I'm here to introduce the Optimus 3D, LG's super smartphone. It's 3D in two ways. 3D, firstly, meaning dual core, dual channel, dual memory, which will hopefully speed up the memory for you and speed up all the tasks that you're going to manage on this handset. Hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate that today for you. The other part of the 3D is the fact that yes, this is the world's first handset to give you the ability to actually record in 3D video, take images in 3D, as well as play back content in 3D. Again, that's what I'm going to demo. In terms of cosmetics, I'm going to just talk through the key features of the handset. It's a 4.3-inch capacitive screen. As usual, we have a 3.5mm jack that's pretty standard from now on. It's running Android 2.2. Shortly after release, customers will be upgradable to 2.3. The way in which we give the customers the ability to record in 3D is the fact that we've given them two 5-megapixel cameras on the back. We even included a flash, so you can take 3D in low-level lighting. I'm going to start showing you the handset now. As with most Android devices, as you can see, you have a selection of screens. The key software changes we've implemented on the LG Android devices is the fact that you can pinch zoom and you have all of your screens on one screen. That way you can quickly jump from screen to screen looking for the icons you've placed. When you load up the menu, it's pretty much quite similar to many other Android devices on the market. However, with the LG devices, we've given the consumer the ability to change the layout of the menu. So at the moment it's set to categories. I'm going to select layout and I'm going to change it to list format. Now this is useful if you have a lot of apps because they can all be displayed alphabetically and great for customers who aren't that familiar with Android. It's just easier to find things. I'm going to go to menu, category. I'm going to change it back to category because that's what I prefer. I'm going to jump back again. With every Android device LG launched, we've given the customer the ability to pull down the status bar, activate their Wi-Fi, their Bluetooth, GPS, adjust their profiles, and on this handset in particular, the ability to choose 3G voice calls over 2G. I'm going to jump out of that. So that's the UI and that's the cosmetics of the handset. What I'm going to actually show you now is the 3D side of the handset. Once I load up the menu, you can see that we've got 4 icons here with 3D on them. We've got 3D apps, 3D gallery, 3D guide and 3D space. The 3D space is actually the 3D menu. A better way to illustrate that is to show you we have a 3D key. That 3D key not only loads the 3D menu, but it kind of acts as a multi-function key. So I will talk you through what else this can do during the demo. For now, I'm going to press and hold it, and hopefully, this will bring up the 3D menu. What you have to do, you've got to remember, this is the world's first handset to use this parallax barrier. Now, that's the technology we're using to give you the ability to view content in 3D without the need for glasses. Now, if I tilt the phone, hopefully you might get an idea of what I'm trying to show you. So, we talked a little bit about certain functions of the handset. I'm going to talk you through the menu. The gallery will give you all the contents on the handset, or where your videos are stored, also some preloaded content from LG, just to demonstrate the quality of the phone. The camera, once I press this icon, this will load the 3D camera, in which I can quickly slide into the video camera mode. 3D guide should be the first option when you load up the 3D menu, and that will give you a little talk through into the technology we're using on this handset. Games and apps. Now this has been quite a popular app here today. I'll show you why in a second, because I want to talk about the YouTube app. Now, we're going to be the first manufacturer to be able to offer the consumers the ability to record in 3D and upload it to YouTube. And the main difference you're going to see when you're on YouTube is the little badge saying 3D next to the videos that have 3D content. That way, consumers who are using this handset will be able to download 3D content and view it, as well as upload. It's yet to go live, so that's something I'm not able to demo at the moment, but you just need to look out for a 3D badge, and that will let you know that that's 3D content. Now, I'm going to go back to the games and apps because I wanted to show you how good the graphics are on here. Each of these handsets will be preloaded with 3 3D games. We've got Asphalt 6, Let's Golf 2 and Nova. There's also a 3D book. Now, when I say book, it's more of an animated book. There's no text, there's no voice, it's just visuals. I'm going to load up Asphalt 6. what we've implemented is the ability for the user to change it from 3D to 2D when they're playing games. That will be in order to reduce eye fatigue. I'm going to show you how that works. At the moment, I can't drive these cars, but I'm going to show you. At the moment, you can steer the car using the steering wheel that's on the screen. At launch, these handsets will have the 9-axis sensor enabled, so you can actually use it and play motion sensor gaming. Now, in terms of reducing eye fatigue, there's a little 3D icon here. I'm going to press that. At the moment, this game's actually set to 2D. I'm going to slide it up to full 3D, see if you can see the effect. Okay. Now, if your eyes do get tired, then yes, you're able to reduce the intensity of the 3D. And as it was before, straight down to 2D. Loading up the menu again. I'm going to just show you some content now. 3D content, so you can see the full capability of this phone. As you can see, there's lots of movies taken here at Mobile World Congress. So I'm going to show you this one. And hopefully you'll be able to see what we can see here. I'm going to rewind it. Okay. Now, remember, you might not be able to see what I'm seeing simply because everyone's got a different viewing point. I'm going to tilt the phone, so hopefully you can actually grab a shot of it in 3D. I'm using the two lenses on the back, which are 5 megapixel. This handset has the ability to record video in 3D, as well as take pictures in 3D. I've just loaded up the camera. Yeah, just double checking. It's in 3D. Now, of course, you will have the option of taking photos in 2D, but I've loaded it through the 3D menu, which means it automatically loads up in 3D. If I want to start recording in 3D, I can just slide the little camera icon down, and now I'm in video mode. If I move my hand, you can see what I mean. Just by hitting the red icon, I can start recording in 3D. I'm going to press stop. Now, the playback rate in 3D is actually at a rate of 720p, which is essentially HD for mobiles. So pretty high resolution considering you're recording in 3D. If you record in 2D, then the playback rate is 1080p, so full HD on that. So you've seen how to record a video. To take a picture, don't change to the video mode, you just hit the red button, and that's it.